Hello and welcome. Thank you for joining our new Computing and Mobile Enhancements podcast. I'm Chris Roderick from the National Training Team for NCME products, and I have to say I'm really excited today to be with you and to take an in-depth look at our fantastic Galaxy Buds Live. It's also my great pleasure to introduce our guest today. Jeffrey Kim is a mobile enhancements product manager at Samsung Electronics and an absolute expert on the Buds Live. Jeffrey, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it. I know the field team really appreciates getting your unique viewpoints and the context you can provide around the decisions we made. Speaking of which, let me start off with probably my first question for you. It really looks like we've kind of gone with a new design this time. Well, obviously we did. So what was the thought processes around that?
Yeah, so actually there were two types of a new design. First of all, it's a open type device. So previously our Buds Plus, or even our predecessor devices were what we call canal or closed type. But we thought we do shake up things a little bit differently by providing an open type device, which there aren't too many in the market as much as closed type. But it's refreshing to have a new design to come out from Samsung, as well as putting the innovations onto it. Secondly, we kind of created a whole, jewelry-like iconic kind of design that, we're proud of. I think another thing that we want to emphasize is that this is the first time we actually kind of, tie down together with the flagship device colors, kind of making it good, PR, as well as a halo effect on the media and everything else ecosystem. So I think there was a lot of different new perspective that we brought, and media did capture that. They liked the design. They thought it was very refreshing. So I'm very proud to kind of introduce that. Our Galaxy Buds Live is one of a kind.
It absolutely is. You're right about that. And from what I hear too, everybody really likes the fit. And I know when I first kind of saw some of the go to market stuff around it, I was a little worried about, okay, if it's not going to snugly fit in a canal, then how is it going to stay in the ear? But it does. So I think it's
Yes,
really
it sure
cool we were
does.
able to make that happen.
Yeah, if you want to, let me, if I could, add on to that, back to your answer to that. So, you know, I think the fitting is probably the most difficult, thing that you could explain through the phone, or, through the voice, or even, without having the visual knowledge or having to touch the device on your hands.
Yeah.
So we did create a, how to fit, how to wear them videos online as well too. That should be out as well. So I'm not gonna lie to you, as a product owner, I should already know this, but when I first got them, I was kind of wearing them wrong way too. And once I kind of saw the video, then it's kind of like, aha, it makes sense. And I think the whole concept was, let's make this device very comfortable. It's like you're not even wearing them.
Neat.
I think the reason that kind of piggyback off that again is, we're seeing that the more consumers out there wearing these earbuds longer and longer, many hours a day,
Mm-hmm.
and nobody wants devices that are very uncomfortable to wear for a long time.
Yeah.
This is one of those main factor to the design, as well as the fitting that came across that. And I think it does make sense. People are saying good comments, and I don't know if you or other people have already tried these on. For myself, I could wear these for hours. In the first, it's just kind of a little bit different, but once you kind of figure out how it fits to your ear, I think it's a great design and
Neat.
refreshing.
Neat. Now, speaking of design, we really, it looks like we really enhanced the jewelry box, I guess is what we're calling it. The case in which they fit. It looks more, it feels a little more premium, matches the color of our Note 20 devices and the buds themselves. Can you speak to any enhancements we did with the jewelry box at all, Jeffrey?
Yeah, so there are two things that are the biggest enhancement that we did added previous that we did not have. One of the main one is it does have a uh, magnetic hole to your earbuds. So when you put the Galaxy Buds Live, when you put them on there, even though you kind of open them upside down, uh,
Hmm.
there's a magnet that kind of holds to make sure that you're not, the earbuds are not falling out.
Yeah.
That's, I think that was a very unique and the premium kind of feel to it. Secondly, the design of the case is it could say it's a little bit bigger than what it was, a little bit more rounded, but that was to add on more battery power. So we have beefed up the batteries on the cradle, or our design of the case, that we understand people wear these all the time. So what better way to give you a more battery for the rest of your day type of deal.
Couldn't agree more. Good answer there, Jeffrey. So let's talk about one of the headlining features and kind of what it's designed for, the ANC, the noise canceling. Tell us a little bit about that feature, if you would, please.
Yeah, so active noise canceling is what we call it's mainly, offered to premium devices. And we do feel that Galaxy Buds Live is premium device. Caveat, active noise canceling has not ever been done for open type device before. So I think there's a lot of misconception that's kind of going out there. Mm-hmm. What we're trying to go after this noise canceling is not blocking out everything out there. It mainly focuses on background noises, meaning, get a little bit geeky here, like low frequency. So mm-hmm. like humming noises, like it could be like air conditioning, like airplane, train noises. But same time, we want to make sure that the users or consumers are able to hear announcements or someone talking to you. So it doesn't block those out. So it only blocks out, the background noises, and that is kind of what its intention to do with the Galaxy Buds Live. And I don't think there's any devices out there that uses an open type that claim that they could do active noise canceling.
No, not at all. And what is the approximate hit when you turn on ANC, Jeffrey? What's the approximate hit to battery life? Can you sum that up in a percentage approximately?
So I don't know about percentage. Okay. So if we're just talking about play time of the device, if you mm-hmm. don't have the active noise cancellation on, you could get up to 8 hours.
Okay.
Of the playing time on the buds itself. If you were to turn on the ANC on, you're losing about 2 hours. So I would say about approximately 20%.
Okay.
Well, 25%. Sorry. So approximately 25% the battery life. But I feel that are they going to constantly have that on, or are they going to switch toggle back and forth? So that really varies on a lot of different conditions. Mm-hmm. How the buds are being used. If it's also being used in talk instead of just playing, it might be affected a little bit more. So vice versa.
Okay, great. So let's talk, when we look back at the devices we've released, the original Galaxy Buds was a single speaker, and then the Buds Plus, we went to a two-way speaker. And now with the Buds Live, we've gone to this one large 12mm driver with air vents and bass ducts and how does it sound versus the previous iterations?
Honestly, people say, two speaker might be better. In this case, we did make sure that optimized using a, bigger speaker, like you mentioned, 12mm. Mm-hmm. The sound quality is almost night and day. I feel like, give you a little booming, big bass sound. Mm-hmm. Along with that, you're having the air duct to make sure that you don't feel constrained or, suffocating kind of to your ears. So you're having pretty much what I would kind of call it is you're in a live stadium or live music hall. You're getting the full sound of big bass sound, but same time you have all this openness to the sound coming together.
Neat. Now that's really, really cool, and I do like my bass music, so yeah, it's exciting to hear that we have those enhancements in there.
Same here. Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about the call quality itself. When you take a look at the structure of the Buds Live, we have 3 mics, we have 2 out, 1 in, plus a voice pickup unit. How much better is this over the Buds Plus? And what is a voice pickup unit in the first place? Tell me what you can.
So there's a lot of different factors that goes into the call quality. Obviously, the three mics, two outside, one inside, and the VPU, the voice pickup unit, they all help form the beamforming to your device. So voice pickup unit is to make sure that, where does your mouth and your sound, when you're talking, where does sound come from? So it's trying to calculate based on your movement. So movement of your, your jaw, or when you're walking, your movement, you try to pick up to make sure that it gives you the best scenario or the beamforming, which, kind of isolate the outdoor noise, but concentrate on your voice to make sure that, the other end of your recipient is able to hear you rather than all the background noise. So voice pickup unit is mainly to help the beamforming between the where the ear, your Galaxy Buds Live, and pick up the unit from pick up the voice from your mouth. And the second and the two mics, that's for, also for external, also kind of black out some of the external noises as well too.
Great. That's really cool. I know that's always been a problem for me, at least back when I used to travel a lot. And I just had the original Galaxy Buds. That could be an issue for me in really noisy environments. So that's really exciting. We have those.
Yeah, it's like one of those, you get on those conference calls and people are always like, can you always mute your mic? And you're like one of those persons, right? So
yes,
we're trying to minimize as much as we could possible. I think that, we could, it's always going to be, we're always, driving to be better than before and better than before. And, this is definitely the sound quality was what we went really after on this.
Neat. So, running out of time here, Jeffrey, I really have one more question for you. And that is, any other cool tips or insights around these products that you could share with us?
I think what a lot of people are missing is that, these devices could connect to not just Samsung devices. It could connect to competitor devices, as well as it could connect to our tablets and PCs. And, right now, I think, given the situation, earbuds are more important than anything else at this point. A lot of conference, a lot of, calls.
Yes.
When you're watching, a lot of privacy. I think that's another one. If you're home, your kids are home, you could watch videos or, listen to music in a little bit more privacy than, compared to what we have done before. So I think battery life was what was really important factor is, having this battery life and having this device that connects to multi devices. It's more than an accessory. It's just more than a speaker or earbuds anymore. So it's more of a lifestyle going forward. And I really, I think the Samsung took really good stab at a direction that went a little bit, wow, this is something new and innovative. I'm really hope to, continue that and then showcase and, provide, better products going forward as well on top of that.
Awesome. Well, you're off to a great start here, Jeffrey. We're really excited about it. And you're right, you don't really think about it, but like the Q6 TV I have in my living room, I've never even thought to pair my headset with them, but I should, because I've got a 3-year-old and he is a parrot. And it would, there's definitely times where I don't want him repeating some of the things that are on TV. So you bring up a great point that this is more than just for pairing with your phone. It's PC, it's your Bluetooth compatible television. There's really no limit. So that's a really good insight, and I appreciate it. Well, Jeffrey, I really appreciate your time today, and thanks so much for taking some time to talk to us. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I know. Thanks for having me, Chris.
So that concludes this NCME podcast. I'm Chris Roderick, thanking you for listening. We'll see you again soon.